Okay, so make sure you've got your pillows and cushions. And we're going to start in a seated meditation on your cushion. So find your favorite one, sit on top of it, and make sure you can sit up nice and tall. And when you put your hips on a cushion to sit, this elevates your hips higher than your knees, which will help if you've got tight hips. Yeah? If possible, I like to do this. Line up my ankles, one in front of the other. Knees are wide. And since I'm propped up, this allows my spine to be nice and tall without feeling a lot of tension in the shoulders. So do that if it feels good. Whatever works for you, make sure you're comfortable and make sure you're sitting up straight. And you're going to bring your hands, palms face up on tops of your thighs, and you're going to close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and a big open mouth exhale. Do that 3 more times. So inhaling through the nose, open mouth exhale, make a noise. Good. As you exhale, imagine you're breathing out tension from your body. Do it again. Good. Now this time, really focus on making a deep noise, like deep from your throat and from your belly. Inhaling. Good. Now that deep vibration, keep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. That deep vibration will stimulate your vagus nerve, which will help to bring you into rest and digest mode. So the lower, the longer, the more vibrating those deep noises are when you exhale, the better. Keep going. Good. Blink open your eyes. Inhale, reach your arms up. And then exhale, interlace your fingers, press your palms up towards the sky. Open the chest, bend the elbows. Yeah, feel that in your shoulders. And maybe move a tiny bit here. Good. And then release your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers again. Open the chest. Oh, really try to spread open here. And then bend your elbows. Bring your fists over to the right hip. And then drop your right elbow back. Now you're going to let your head drop to the right. Oof. Now all of my attention is on the left side of the neck. I'm feeling it a lot there. Neck and shoulder, left side. Wiggle your jaw. Yep, and then let your head drop back and forth here. Ooh, definitely feeling things open on the left side. Good, couple more breaths. Pause where you feel like you're getting the most out of the stretch. Your head's dropping back and forth all over the right shoulder, so the stretch is on the left side. Good, come back through the center, open the chest. And then exhale, bend the elbows, bring it over to the left hip. Drop your left elbow back, and then drop your head to the right. And then same thing here. Going back and forth. Ooh, wiggle the jaw. Stretching the entire right side of the neck. Ugh, all the way down into the shoulder. I'm feeling this. Pause where you need to pause. Good. Come back through the center. Open the chest again. Oh, and then exhale, release. Shake it out. Good stuff. Yay. Bring your hands back to your knees. With your inhale, you're going to move the chest forward, shoulders back. And with your exhale, round your spine. Good. Keep doing that. Inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, imagine your heart opening just a little bit more, kind of like the Grinch on Christmas Day when his heart grows 3 times its size, even though chaos is happening around him. Be the Grinch. Let your heart expand open. Good. Come back through the center. And now we're going to make our way to hands and knees. So just let that bolster go to the side for now. Let that cushion go to the side. Yay, I'm doing well. I'm glad you like my yoga. So from hands and knees, I want you to keep that breath going. Inhaling to drop the belly, drop the chest, pull the heart forward, shoulders back. And then exhale, you round, push the floor away. This time, come up to your fingertips and really press between your shoulders, like heart space. Good. Then drop your hands as you inhale. Shoulders back, belly drops. And exhale, round up here. Press your fingertips down. Push between the shoulders, drop the head. Couple more like that. Go as fast or as slow as you need to. Do what your body is telling you to do. Just take it really slow. Again, we're just making space and time so that you can feel your feelings and your body can heal itself because it knows exactly what it needs to do. Good. Make your way back to hands and knees, so neutral position. And I just want you to move, right? So move your hips in circles. You can start to crawl your chest forward. Whatever movement your body is telling you to do, do it. Doesn't have to look like anything. Maybe it's just sitting there shaking your butt around. That's fine too. That's what your body's saying. Do it. Ooh. Don't listen. Listen. Don't judge. Oof. Whew. Move a little bit more. Let's do 3 more breaths. Just kind of moving around. Good. Then come back to neutral position, neutral tabletop position. We're going to start to do thread the needle. So inhale to lift your right arm up. Look up past your arm. And then exhale, thread your right arm through the left. Drop the shoulder down. Your head drops on the right side, so you're looking out past your right hand, palms facing up. So you can either stay here and send your hips back. I'm feeling this behind my right shoulder. Or you can grab a hold of your mat with your left hand and then really push your hips back. Oh, feels good. Keep breathing here. As long as you're feeling that stretch behind your right shoulder, you're doing it right. 2 more breaths. Really pull the hips back in space. Good. Left hand goes back under your shoulder. Inhale to reach the right arm back up. And exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left arm goes up. Look up past it. Exhale, thread the needle. Left arm goes through. Press the shoulder into the ground. Your left palm is facing up. I'm looking out past my left hand. So I'm either pushing my right hand into the floor to move my hips back in space or grab onto your mat. And then, really push. You got some grippy strength there to pull the hips back so you can feel a little bit more of a stretch behind your left shoulder. Ooh, deep breaths. Good. 2 more breaths here. Let out any noises you need to. Good. Bring the right hand back under the right shoulder. And then inhale, sweep the left arm up. And exhale, drop your hand back down. Good. Hey, Liz, grab your bolster and put your bolster between your knees. So I'm going to bring my feet together, toes touch, knees go really wide, and I'm going to sit back on my heels. I'm going to pull this bolster really close so it's between my knees, and then extend my arms forward and find a nice supported child's pose. So you can drop your head to one side and just breathe here. So take a deep breath and use your exhale to sink deeper into the pose. Like imagine you're exhaling and melting into the pose. And then see what comes up from there. So can you allow your hips to settle deeper towards your heels? Can you release some of that tension in your neck or your jaw? How does it feel when you breathe into your belly? Can you expand your belly open with your inhale? And can you let it completely relax with your exhale? Just a few more breaths on this side. Good. Lift your head and drop your head to the other side. So we're going to keep going, keep breathing. And then on this side, notice how your neck feels. See if you can relax a little bit deeper into this stretch. Just know that your body is supported in a really nice form so that when you do relax, you're getting deeper into a stretch that will help your posture. Relax your face, relax your hands, relax your feet. Two more breaths here. Release some noises. Good. Slowly walk your hands back to lift your chest up. And we're going to come back to hands and knees, moving that bolster out in front of you, right where your hands would go. All right, so here's my hands in tabletop. The bolster's right in front / on top of my hands. Yeah. We're going to come into supported puppy pose. So to do that, you keep your hips above your knees and you extend your arms onto your support. So a few options here. I can keep my hands together, right? And then I'm going to drop my head. Wiggle it in between my upper arms so it's touching the floor. All right? So if that feels good, do that. If that's too much, keep your head on that support and then let your chest drop down from here. Okay? And then option 3 is to bring your hands together back towards the back of your head for even more of a stretch in the arms. So let's hold this one for 4 breaths. So deep inhales, even longer exhales. Keep sinking the heart space down towards the floor. Last breath here. And slowly make your way back up. Whew, love that one. Okay, we're going to come right to a comfortable seat. Your bolster's still out in front of you, and you're actually going to keep your feet together for now. So feet together, you can put the bolster out to the front for right now. Grab onto your ankles with your hands. Inhale to pull the chest forward, shoulders back. And then exhale, round the spine and try to feel that stretch between your shoulder blades. Do a couple more of these. Feeling the openness in your chest, in your pelvic floor, and exhale, rounding here. Just a few more. Good. Lift your chest. You're going to bring your knees together. Walk your feet forward a bit. And then grab your bolster. And you're going to bring the bolster underneath your knees. Yeah. So my feet are still on the ground. It's okay if they're floating a bit. I'm going to separate my knees just so that they're comfortable and a little bit wide so that it looks like my torso can fit through. You're going to reach your arms up. And then exhale, lean forward. This is caterpillar pose and it's awesome for your back. So you're dropping your head and you're letting it hang. So there's two options here. You can either let your head hang and that can add to the nice stretch all the way through your neck, or you get that other pillow or bolster and put it underneath your forehead for support. I'm going to do this because it feels good in my body right now. Yeah? So relax completely. You can either bring your hands to face up or you can keep them on your feet. Just make sure you're not tensing your hands or clenching anything, all right? So relax and breathe. After a few moments, you might notice your back muscles kind of feeling dull or achy. And that is your muscles relaxing and releasing. So hang out for a few more seconds and that dull achiness might disappear. Keep breathing. Allow any emotions bubble up, just like that achiness. In order for that achiness to go away, we need to stay in it and we need to feel it a little bit longer. Same thing with your emotions. Stay with it. Remind yourself that it's okay to feel and you're safe to feel what you need to feel. Three more of your deepest breaths here. Good. Very slowly start to make your way out of this pose by lifting your chest up. You can grab onto your knees and do a few rocks to get back into your spine. Find some more mobility. Good. Okay, let's deconstruct your tower. Move your bolster, your primary bolster, towards the front of your mat because we're going to use it soon. You can cross your legs and come forward back to hands and knees. And eventually I want you to join me in a downward facing dog. So you can tuck your toes under. Lift up. Bend one knee, then the other. And just kind of move here. Like a very fluid down dog. Where you're shaking your head. You're relaxing your jaw. You're moving through all those feelings in your body. Almost like you're setting them free with this movement. Good. Now bring your toes to touch. And then inhale, lift your right leg up behind you. And then just start to move it around. Like a lot of movement. Good. Now inhale, lift that leg high. Exhale, you're just going to step your leg forward, foot to the outside of the right hand, and move it over to the right a little bit more, and then up a little bit more. And now eventually you're going to start to rock back and forth. We're going to settle into a lizard pose eventually. So I'm moving back and forth over my left toes before I sink down. Whew. And then eventually drop the left knee down. Untuck the back toes. You can either stay here or a few options. Use this bolster as a support, so lifting your hands onto that support. Arms are straight. You can bend your elbows here and then just support yourself on that bolster with elbows bent. Or you can go even deeper, dropping your chest to that bolster, elbows to the floor, whatever your body's craving. My body wants me to be up here right now. And then just make sure that the right foot stays solid on the floor. Your right knee's hugging in towards your shoulder. And then relax your head and breathe. Yes, welcome to your hips. Whew, this can be a lot, right? These hip openers, no joke. And the emotions that come out of holding these hip openers are also no joke. So, again, recognize your feelings, allow yourself to feel them, and then from there we can set them free. Let those deep noises vibrate through your whole body so that your vagus nerve will help to stimulate your rest and digest part of your nervous system. Good. Good. One more deep breath here. Bring your hands to the floor. Move the bolster to the side for now. And now you're going to drop your right knee out to the side. Flex your right toes a lot to protect the knee. Bring your right hand to the inside of your knee. Push that knee open and lift your chest. So this is option A. Stay here. Or bend your left knee. Reach back and grab your foot wherever it is behind you with your right hand. Kick that left foot back to open up the chest. Take it to your level. Take 3 more breaths. And then slowly release your hand back. Move back to your left knee. Straighten your right leg. Now we're in a half split. So right toes are lifting up. Put a slight bend in your right knee. And then drop your toes side to side. Ooh. If you need to bring the floor to you, you've got your bolster to bring your hands on top of that bolster. Oh, but right now, I'm moving my chest forward as I pull my right toes back. And it's almost like I'm sucking my femur bone back into my hip socket. And that's when I'm really getting the most out of this hamstring stretch. Whew. Good, especially if you join me for the Monday class. You're probably feeling your legs a lot. Good. Alrighty, you can make your way back to hands and knees. Keep your bolster nearby. And then tuck your toes under. Come up into your downward facing dog. A lot of movement again. Bring your toes to touch. Inhale, left leg goes high. And then move your leg around a lot. Ooh. Good. Now inhale that leg high. And exhale, step your foot forward to the outside of the left hand. So move that foot forward to the left and then up forward even more to the front. And start to rock back and forth, removing over the right toes. This is allowing me to sink a little bit deeper into my hips before I drop into the pose fully. Whew. Stay active. Make sure your muscles are aligned so you're not just splatting into it. Okay, great. Drop the back knee down. Untuck your toes. And then you take it from here. Keep that left foot flat. I'm going to bring this bolster underneath my arms. And then I'm going to drop my elbows down. Whew. Deep breaths. Keep the left shoulder in towards the, left knee in towards the left shoulder. You can drop your head. Even here, work on relaxing the back of your neck. Feel the feelings that are coming up when you get deeper into the left hip. Feel what you need to feel so that you can heal. Let out some noises. Drop in maybe another millimeter deeper if possible. Two more breaths. Good. Start to lift your chest, bringing your hands back to the floor. You can push the bolster to the side for now. My hands are underneath my shoulders. Flex my left toes back. Drop the left knee out to the side. Now keep your right hand on the floor. Take your left hand to the inside of the knee. Make sure you're flexing the toes to protect your knee. Pull the shoulders together. Pop the heart up towards the sky and push that left knee out. So we're really opening up here, opening the hip, opening the chest. You can also bend your right knee. Reach back, grab that foot, and then kick that foot back to open up the chest and the hip. But take it at your own pace. Do what feels good in your body. 2 more breaths. Good. And then you can start to release your hands back down. You're just going to send your hips back in space, straightening your left leg. Pull the left toes back, slight bend in the left knee, and then we're dropping the toes side to side. So now I'm feeling it a lot in my left hamstrings. Getting a good stretch in my left leg. If you want to, keep walking your chest forward, dropping the head. Or if you can't get that deep, you bring that bolster up to you. Yeah. Just another way to extend the floor. Yeah. Sometimes it's not your body being tight, it's just the floor is too low. It happens, right? Whew. Good. And from here, you're just going to bring both knees back underneath your hips. Oh. And then bring your hands to your hips and just kind of do some circles here. Whew. Circle in the opposite direction too. Alrighty, tuck your toes under. Make sure your knees are hip distance width apart. Bring your hands to your glutes and then relax your glutes. Like just punch your butt a little. Glutes are relaxed. Pull. Elbows back, shoulders back. Lift the heart towards the sky. Thrust your hips forward. Good. You can either stay here or drop your right hand back to your right heel and then extend your left arm up. 2 more breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, bring both hands back to your heart. Keep your eyes closed. If you're seeing stars, that's normal. It happens. We're going to do that one more time. Now, with this one, I want you to imagine that you're a Care Bear. And Care Bears have love energy in their hearts and in their bellies, right? That they like push out towards the world, and it's just like spewing out heart energy and like love. So imagine that you are a Care Bear and that you're shooting your heart and your love and all your energy out to the world, because we need it, all right? So hands to your glutes, relax your glutes, pull the elbows back, shoulders back, lift your heart, yes, and then drop your left hand to your left heel, maybe reach your right arm up, and then like shoot all that energy out. Send love. Whoever needs it the most right now, send it to them. Maybe both hands back for like full love explosion. One more inhale. Exhale to come back to neutral, hands to your heart. Keep your eyes closed. With all that love and energy being sent, it's okay if you feel a little dizzy. Good. Whew. Alrighty. We're going to come into a nice twist from here. So bring your bolster to the front of your mat. We're going to need 2 bolsters here. You've got your main one. And this could be like a little pillow, a little couch cushion. It's going to go at the top of your main bolster so that you've got a little ramp here, right? Like we're getting ready for skiing. It's winter almost, right? So bring your left hip up to the bolster and your left knee is pointing out in this to the right side, yeah? Now watch this. My right knee, hopefully you can see that. Yeah, left knee is bent. My right knee is behind the left foot. Got that? So we can see this a little bit. Hands go on either side of the bolster. Now I'm going to lift my chest up. Move my chest so it's like centered towards the bolster. Lift the head. And then drop your head so you're looking out to the left. Oh, and then I'm going to settle in here. So relaxing the hands. Make sure I'm not using the hands to like keep myself propped up. You're looking in the opposite direction as your knees. And you're breathing. If this is too much on your neck, look in the same direction as your knees. All right. But with this one, all the work is in letting go. All right. So the more you relax into this pose, the more you're going to feel it. So keep breathing. Every exhale, you'll feel your body twisting naturally. Right? Every time you let a breath out, the belly's compressing, you're squeezing the organs. It's almost like you're detoxing your whole gut. And you're just letting your body do the work. Let's take 4 more breaths here. Take a final breath in. And a big sigh out. Walk your hands back, lift your chest up. We're going to switch sides just by moving towards the back. So I'm switching my knees to the opposite direction. Keep twisting. So now I'm on the other side. My right hip is touching the bolster. My right knee is sticking straight out from it. And now I move my left knee so that it's being cradled by, do you see that? Left knee is being cradled by my right foot. All right. Again, hands on either side of the bolster. I'm lifting my chest so that my chest is going flat to this bolster. So lift, lift, lift. And then drop your head down so that you're looking out to the right side. So I'm looking in the opposite direction of my knees. If this is too intense, you just look in the same direction as your knees. But I want to challenge you to really drop into this twist. And all you need to do to get deeper into the twist is mentally let yourself just be in your body. Right? Like there's probably a lot to think about right now. But can you just isolate your thoughts to your gut? What does it feel like when you inhale? And what does it feel like when you exhale and feel the diaphragm moving up into the lungs, creating space for the belly to compress? And you almost feel your intestines squeezing and wringing out. Can you feel your hips sink a little bit deeper with every exhale? Can you feel your jaw relax the more you let go? Let's take 2 more deep breaths together, inhaling, letting a sigh out with the exhale. Final inhale. Good. Bring your hands back to lift your chest up. This time, come back to hands and knees and move around. Do a couple cat-cow breaths. Good. Just adding some movement. Good. We're going to come to a quick seat. So I'm going to put this bolster in between my legs and then come to sit down. Just so we can do one more thing with our shoulders. So you're going to open your arms wide and then bring your elbows out in front of you. Yeah. Cross your right elbow on top of your left. Try to wrap your hands to touch. If this is too much, bring your hands to your shoulders. Yeah. So for here still, you're going to bring your elbows up, hands away from your face as much as possible, and then watch us drop the shoulders. Yeah, but keep the elbows lifted as you keep dropping the shoulders. So keep doing that. Every inhale, you're lifting the hands, lifting the elbows. Every exhale, you're relaxing the shoulders. Good. Now inhale, lift your elbows, lift your heart. And exhale, round your elbows, round your spine, and then drop your elbows side to side. Oh, yeah. So you should be feeling a nice stretch in your back and in your shoulders, especially when you go over to the left side. You'll feel the right shoulder opening a bit more. Oh, good. Come all the way back up and open and relax. Yeah. Other side, elbows out in front of you. Left elbow crosses on top of the right, and then wrap the hands. Hands touch. Lifting the elbows up. Hands away. Drop the shoulders. Keep breathing. Again, if this is too much for you, you're working here. Working on lifting the elbows, but dropping the shoulders. All right, keep breathing. Shoulders drop down and away from each other. Good. Now inhale, lift the elbows, lift the heart. And exhale, round the spine as much as you can. Drop the elbows side to side. So over to the right and then over to the left. And pause where you need to. So good. Good. Come all the way back up. Inhale. And exhale. Just release the hands down. Do a little shake. Good. Alrighty, it's time for our final pose. So you're going to set yourself up for Shavasana. So for this one, I want you to bring the bolster to the back of your mat, your main one. Yeah. And then this other one's going to go underneath your knees. So what I want you to do is make sure you sit on the ground, hips are on the ground, yeah? And then pull your bolster up close so that it's touching your lower back, yeah? Then you're going to grab this bolster, put it underneath your knees. So maybe this is like a couple pillows. What I want to make sure is that your feet are together and your knees are wide, but they're supported. So you're not like straining in a big like hip opener. It's like a nice supportive and relaxing hip opener. And this is actually awesome to keep your pelvis open. So this will help to relax your pelvic floor muscles. If you've got your period, it's great. If you are expecting a baby, also great to keep the pelvis open. Or if you are just a tense person in general, this will help to relax your hip area. All right. So I pull that bolster up close. It's touching my spine. And I'm leaning back. And that's it. Relaxing here. Palms face up. Yeah. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And a big open mouth. Let all the noises out. Now in this pose, I want you to soak up all the love that's in the universe. This is a very vulnerable pose, and it's great to practice receiving and relaxing. So I want you to visualize all that energy you shot out like a Care Bear coming right back to you. And you're filling up this entire area here. Every inhale is a chance to feel supercharged and to fill up with love. And every exhale is just a chance to relax and release any of those icky feelings that block that incoming shoot energy of love. Inhaling love, acceptance. Exhaling fear and doubt. Inhaling love, positivity. And exhaling fear. Keep breathing just like this. Every inhale is a chance to start fresh. And every exhale is a chance to get rid of what you don't need anymore. Notice where your thoughts are. Bring them back to this present moment. Notice where your body is touching the floor. See if you can relax a little bit deeper right there. Begin to take a slow breath in and a big sigh out. And take a couple more breaths like this as you start to move your body again. Rotate the wrists, the ankles. You can stretch your body long. However you need to. Take a moment to rest on your right side before coming all the way up. Just a gentle way to get back into your body, back into your day. And then slowly come all the way up to sit. When you're ready, inhale to reach both arms up towards the sky. Gather all that energy, all that love into your hands. And then exhale as you pull your hands to your heart center. Good. Power up your heart. Take your thumbs into your sternum. Lift it up. Good. From here, keep your pinkies and thumbs together and open up the rest of your fingers. And you're going to feel all that energy, all that love pour into your hands as we Om. And at the end of that Om, you're going to seal your hands and seal that energy into your heart, all right? So keep your fingers open for the Om and then seal by the end. Let's start to Om now. Take a deep breath in. From my heart to each of yours, together we say Namaste. Namaste.